And now for your formal introductions, brought to you by Larry Flint's Hustler Club. Introducing first and fighting out of the Cool Fight Live blue corner. 5 feet 11 and 205 pounds. Representing final round, EMU MMA and 10th Planet Ann Arbor. Fighting out of Ypsilanti, Michigan, Greg Sizemore. And his opponent, 6 foot even and 201 pounds. Representing the MMA Lab and Michigan top team. The former amateur WXC light heavyweight champion. Sponsored by 24 Karat Pawn. Fighting out of Detroit City, he is Eric the Tyrant Morrison II.
Sizemore said he's the strongest guy that Eric's ever fought. We'll see.
Might be the other way around, too. Eric Morrison might be the strongest guy Greg has ever fought. I'm stoked for this one. I hear you. James Z's cracking me up.
Don't blink.
They did touch gloves.
Interesting because they said, Sizemore said, let's not touch hands, let's come out banging, so.
That inside leg kick really moving the feet of Greg Sizemore so far, but he's adapting quite well.
Some nice kicks opening up. Eric answering back.
Whoa!
Big takedown, and immediately swept though. Beautiful transition by Eric Morrison. Nicely timed takedown by Sizemore. Maybe got a little overzealous.
Yeah.
Morrison made him pay for it. Oh, nice knees to the body. This is something that Morrison has utilized time and time again, and really has just broken his opponents down.
Yeah, he gets very, he's big on sucking the gas out of you before he goes for the finish.
Dragging you in the deep water and drowning you.
Yeah. Greg somehow got back to his feet again, and now we're going to see what can he separate and throw again. He was doing well on his feet, nice kicks, nice takedown, obviously. And like he said before, he's the strongest guy he's ever faced. And
one of the things that Eric mentioned was that he felt that Greg was kind of one-dimensional standing. Pot shots, one shot, and he felt that he was going to be able to take advantage of that lack of diversity from Sizemore.
I think when they're this big, this strong, this explosive, you only need one. You know what I mean? Like one clean land, and
good night.
Most people are taking major naps. Oh,
that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt.
That was right on the liver.
That didn't look low. It looked like Sizemore was trying to claim it was low, but
that looked like a liver shot to me. I'm not sure.
Nice elbow from the clinch, and another nice knee. The Tyrant doing some nice damage from inside of the clinch, pressing Sizemore against the cage.
Foot stomps, one of them things that's often not as utilized anymore, but they can do major damage when done right.
At the very least, they give you something, they divert your attention, and like you said, at the very best, we're talking about some potential damage that can be done.
Yeah, the feet of an MMA fighter, being a retired one myself, I'll tell you this, they're always messed up. You just can't be a fighter with good feet because you kick into elbows and kick into hip bones and into knees and shins. Your feet are never quite healthy.
Morrison continues to chip away with these knees to the body, doing some excellent work inside of the clinch.
Yeah. Greg is going to, nice
beautiful,
foot sweep.
Beautiful takedown.
That's some judo right there.
And one thing that I would note about Eric is he's a student of all of the different aspects of the, he loves the stand-up aspect, but he also loves the judo. He loves the grappling, and he embodies that.
Yeah, Greg tried a little bit for that half guard lockdown, but he's not really pushing it. More like holding on to it.
He's got the left underhook. He potentially could do some work with it.
Yeah.
Work back the guard nicely.
Yep. Yeah,
that might be a sign of some of the work he's been doing with the 10th Planet Ann Arbor.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of nasty things that you can do with that that lockdown.
Yeah, I love it for sweeps especially.
Yeah, that lockdown to the electric chair, that's trouble. Sizemore squeezing for a guillotine, trying to adjust it.
Yeah, the thing is, at this size, a guillotine with those kind of arms can be dangerous as hell. But
big takedown from Morrison.
We're only in the first round. These guys have been grinding out each other pretty hard. We're going to test both their gas tanks, that's for sure.
And I think Greg might be a little surprised at how strong he maybe assumed that Eric was going to be a little weaker than he actually is, because he's deceptively strong, and I think he's shown it against when he fought a guy like Trombley and Pettengill.
Yeah. I think both of them are probably at the top of the strength game in their weight class.
Yeah.
So both of them probably haven't seen something like this, although, Pettengill obviously is a monster.
Again, looking for that guillotine, but I don't know if it's...
Nice turn. Separate. These guys are not breathing that bad.
Yeah, they both look in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they are, for sure. I mean, neither one of these guys are weathered, and that was a pretty grinding fight. So far, this first round has been testing them, and they're looking good. Both of them are responding well.
No, absolutely, and I think that's a Eric Morrison round with the multiple takedowns and just some of the damage he did from within the clinch against the cage.
Yeah, I'd give him the nod on that first round. Not an overwhelming victory by any means, but I would definitely give him the edge.
I think Sizemore is going to try to utilize that wrestling and try to put Eric on his back, because we've seen that he has the capacity to do that. Scored a huge takedown early, got swept almost immediately after that, but he showed, listen, he can put Eric on his back, and that's what will make his money.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely where he was looking really, really good. But, got to find a way to maintain that top control. Respectful. They are martial artists after all, so.
Nice Superman punch attempt by Sizemore. Greg opening up a bit.
Yeah. Looks like he's feeling pretty comfortable here. Big guys like this swinging wild for the fences. Whew.
Yeah, somebody gets clipped. It's probably good night.
Yeah, clean shot. This size, this power, this athletic.
Some nice sharp leg kicks from Sizemore.
Yeah, he's not, and it's really, what's nice about him is that he's not showing it. He doesn't hint it.
No, they're quick, they're snappy, and
Yeah.
they hurt.
Nice left hook there by Eric Morrison. Just landed a nice sharp left hook, but Greg is landing some good shots.
Yeah, those leg kicks look like they're starting to get to Eric.
Yeah,
you can see in the way that he's defending them.
Yep. Yeah, and Sizemore landing the kicks, and then in the wake of them, he's landing the boxing now. Eric Morrison looks like he's really thinking about his game right now rather than just going. You don't want to do too much thinking. Whoa, and left hook grazed the forehead.
Some good clinch work here from Greg Sizemore in the second round.
Yeah,
a lot of power off of those.
He looks really refreshed and renewed as a fighter.
And now he's in the mount. Eric in big trouble here.
Yeah, this is bad. And I think he might, I was going to say he might be under the shin, but he's got back control. This is really rough.
Greg a little high here.
Yeah, he is, but I think right
He was
now.
readjusting. That was some nice work by him.
Yeah. And Morrison is a little bit in scramble mode too, which is not necessarily. This is.
That's a bit on the chin. It's a little bit of a bad angle for the choke, but with a guy with as much power, and he adjusted it nice. Eric in some trouble here, trying to push the elbow off to create some space for him to breathe. Eric's gonna want to try to get to his back because that's gonna change the angle.
Yeah, you could actually get that leg with you and get a half guard too, so it wouldn't necessarily mean mount. And he turned all the way around and got out of the trouble, but there's 2 minutes left, and I'm sure he's tired right now. He's got to be.
Yeah, he expended a lot of energy in that first round, grinding out Sizemore, and Sizemore's trying to return the favor in the second round. Yeah, that was a nice knee to the thigh.
Yeah, Sizemore's definitely looked so strong this round.
Sizemore looking for a standing rear naked choke. Eric's gonna want to try to lean forward and shake him off.
Yeah, return.
Oh, wow! Caught him with a standing rear naked choke. Wow,
yeah, short choke right
on short choke,
yeah.
A standing short choke. That's a big, big, big win for Greg Sizemore.
Yes, it is.
Improves to 1-2. Earns his first professional victory against a very game Eric Morrison.
Yeah, and looked really good doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Weathered the storm in the first round, found his groove in the second, and finished him with a submission.
Wow. Yeah, that choke was on the windpipe.
You're going to see the excitement from Sizemore.
All right, I want everybody to make some noise for these two light heavyweights. Standing in the center of the cage. Get loud. We don't call that blood on our suits anymore. We call that flair, Norbert. I don't want to get yelled at about my flair anymore. All right. The tap comes 3 minutes and 33 seconds into your second and final round for your winner by short choke, Greg Sizemore.